Hey guys, welcome back to the BuzWeaver channel. And in our top stories today, from 7 News Boston, Massachusetts officials dealing with statewide 911 system outage. So that could be a major problem. And if you're from Boston watching this, let me know down in the comment section. State and local officials in Massachusetts are dealing with an outage impacting 911 systems across the state. Multiple agencies said Tuesday. Local police and fire departments first shared messages about the outage in posts on social media and in statements early Tuesday afternoon. With 911 systems down, departments urge people in need of emergency aid to contact them directly through administrative phone lines. So the old landline, of course, sometimes will work, or this administrative phone lines, which are probably direct numbers perhaps to the agency or non-emergency type number systems that you can call. Of course, please have them. In a previously scheduled press conference to discuss preparations for Friday's planned Celtics championships parade, Boston officials shared their own messages about the outage and similarly urged people in need to contact emergency agencies directly. And of course, the Boston Celtics won the NBA Men's Basketball Association championship for all those across the sea there in Europe and so forth. Of course, it is kind of funny that we pronounce it Celtics here in the States. Of course, if you were to pronounce it in academia, it would be Celtics. And so a spokesperson for the state executive's office of public safety and security in a statement near 2:30 p.m. said the state 911 department is aware of a disruption to the 911 system and it's investigating the cause. Now, what's fascinating is, and down here we can see the various areas in Massachusetts that are impacted. And then I guess this is one of the press conferences here. But you guys may recall, well, this happened back in April, I think it was. Yeah, April. You have here from New York Times, widespread 911 outages are reported in 4 states. That was in South Dakota, Nebraska, Texas, and Nevada. And they were unable to call emergency numbers, officials said there. And, of course, that was an issue that happened back in April. Large-scale outage on Wednesday affected residents' ability to call 911. And, of course, Nebraska, Texas, South Dakota, and Las Vegas. And so a very similar situation. Very interesting because we did cover this here on the BuzWeaver channel back in February when AT&T says cell service is back after a widespread outage and some disruptive 911 calls. And they recently had another outage. I think it was just last week. So it's fascinating to me because as I was gaming the other day, Blizzard, one of the major gaming dashboard networks, went out. And that was across all gaming networks that play on the Blizzard platform, which is, obviously Blizzard is a dashboard that you can download app and then allows you access to many of the games, the hundreds, if not thousands of games that are there that are part of Blizzard. And that went out. So we're seeing that outage too, and I've experienced it with, you guys have probably experienced it too in social media. I've had that issue with YouTube. I've had that issue with Twitter, even Instagram. And it's interesting that this year, 2024, we're seeing a wider spread. Now, AT&T was saying they were upgrading software when this went out. Now, that's possible. Yeah, it's absolutely possible. But then we had this issue back in April, and then as of today, in Massachusetts, June 18, 2024, they also experienced a massive 911 outage. So I'm not entirely sure how these are happening as far as their systems and how they're functioning, if they're being overloaded. Maybe the software and the systems that they use, equipment is dated. That's a possibility. I know that when it comes to government, sometimes they're still using like old systems. Even when I worked in law in the early 2000s, they were still using the old AS400 system, which is an old database system. And they were actually upgrading some of the software when I worked for the state. I worked for the department. Okay, let me try that again. I'm actually going to the website. I just could not say it. The Georgia Public Defender Standards Council. I just could not get that out. But when we worked there, they had introduced some brand new software. And so they were kind of revamping it there. But the old software that they were using was for the old AS400 database systems, if you guys remember that. We used it. I remember using it when I worked at Gateway back in the late 90s, early 2000s. So it is kind of interesting to see if this isn't just like some sort of software issue. But I'll certainly probably watch this this news conference that they gave here and kind of see what else is going on. But it's very fascinating how we're seeing these experiences, these outages. And of course, no, when it comes to gaming, we're aware of DDoS, the denial of service access, of course, that are done often by hackers and others. So I don't know who could be impacting country, nation, outside of the United States, potentially in affecting our systems here in the United States. But nonetheless, guys, I want to thank all of you across New Tech, Rumble, BitChute, Odyssey, as well as everyone here on YouTube. You guys have been amazing in 2024. It's been incredible. And, of course, below this video, you can find the various social media links that I belong to if you want to follow me on social media, as well as my affiliate marketing links down below. But, of course, you can help out the channel by hitting that like and or commenting, of course, because those always help. And that's across all the various platforms that you guys are watching me on. So I do appreciate all of your guys' support. And appearing there on the screen for all of you on YouTube, that would be the channel icon. You guys can click on that to subscribe, as well as to select notification. That way you guys will know when there's content here on the channel. And I will see all you guys in the next video.